Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Seed of Heroes. It's a bullet heaven inspired by old school JRPGs, which sounds fun. Let's give it a shot. So we have a couple of modes. We have adventure mode. Journey across the realms to prove your mettle, build your party of heroes, face the various encounters, survive the Ragnarok. What's the difference between these? I have no idea. All right, let's see. What is our seed? Give me a second. I know this is a complete waste of my time, but sometimes it's just nice to be goofy. Okay, difficulty level. Interesting, so we can change difficulty levels as well. Okay, I only have a vague handle on how this game works, so bear with me. Am I like a maid? Like a person with a dust mop, all right. Okay, yeah, entire premise of this game is just run around, hit things, get experience, get resources. You can spend money somewhere, but I don't know how or where. And then you get purple crystals as meta progression. So, my character has a starting weapon of... Can I show my stats? Okay. I actually don't seem to have a starting weapon at all. I guess we just have a default attack. So I could go for daggers. Oh, okay. What is our character? So we are a villager. So actually we have Brave and Faith. An ability is melee weaponry. But I think I can pick whatever I want within that. So I could go for daggers, stab nearby enemies. So this is a treasure weapon melee. This would be melee elemental symbol, and then projectile weapon treasure. And each of these have different bonuses. The other thing to note is that this top one at least is giving me a 2% bonus to pretty much every stat. So I think I'm going to go with the daggers. We're going to go for like a kind of melee focused run, maybe. Let's see what we can do. Let's just run around fighting things for a bit. Actually feels like we do a decent chunk of damage, which is a good sign. I'll see what else I can do with that one. Admittedly, we seem to do most of our damage with the daggers at the moment. Well, I'll stick to it. I'll take a just flat 2% to every single stat that I've got. The only immediate problem is those daggers have very short range and a short long-ish cooldown, which is something I'd like to work on. Let's see what else I can do. It's actually one of the like sparser bullet heavens as far as I'm concerned, in terms of its like initial couple minutes. Now it's switched. This is going to give me a +3 bonus to my HP, plus 3% to my HP and my mana regen. Sure, I'll take those. I don't think I care too deeply about those. I don't even know how mana functions on this one. But I'm sure we can work it. Okay, we've got an elite enemy who has an interesting attack pattern. I was originally like, I wonder why they have this like, you know, very clear square-based system. Hello. Okay. Yeah, the square grid for walking around, like, okay, you know, it's just voxely. No, it actually makes sense. Enemy attack patterns play out on that grid. I think that's actually kind of neat. So we can do an archer, physical attack hero. Leadership skill adds 1 instance to projectile and elemental skills. So this is not a projectile skill. So, no. Every 16 seconds, reduce for each brave and sense hero. Push back enemies, perform Whirlstorm axe skill. Otherwise, we could go blue mage. I think I'm gonna go warrior. Let's just be fighty boys. So Frost Fang it's a melee melee cast, melee summon. Okay, support treasures. Oh, one of the 3 support treasures for warrior hero to become masterclass. So that would give him Frost Fang, Whirlwind Axe, and Mighty Horn. You only need 1 level for each support treasure to come. Okay, cool. So I guess you can evolve the heroes. And speaking of heroes evolving, my character, my villager, can evolve as well. So we can become a knight. We can become a lancer, a warlord, archer, gunner, adventurer, musician. Musician isn't terrible. Purely because every 7 seconds, 70% chance to heal and reset all heroes' skill cooldowns. So that's a good way of getting health back. But if I want to look at this guy again. He had an ability. I don't know where it went. But I think he scaled off of Brave and Sense heroes. So we should probably stick to that. Okay, so Lancer. Summon Battle Dragoon to fight by your side. It's not bad. Knight. Let's see. So leadership skill, party X has extra HP, more physical attack. Mercenary unit. Cooldown reduction. Oh, but that's mercenary units. +1 instance for each Brave and Faith hero. So I could actually get the Warlord if I wanted to instead. I think I'm going to go Lancer. I don't know, probably sounds silly, but I freaking love Lancers as an aesthetic from like Final Fantasy and whatnot. And I'm terrible at them in Final Fantasy 14. I've tried to be good at Lancer. I'm not. Maybe the newer updates make it better. Okay, I'm gonna go for focus. We need to ideally take out the boss. The boss has 5 health bars, so it's gonna take a little bit. But the sooner we take him down, the better. And then we're gonna keep going daggers. We want to max them out. Because once they're maxed out, they're out of our pool, and then we don't have to worry about it. Well, we are actually regenerating a little bit of health here. Not much. And yeah, do I actually want to focus on taking out some of these other guys too? I can. As soon as the boss is killed, everything else despawns in the area, and then we go on to kind of the next phase. I don't necessarily know what is more or less. Oh, that's something. Rune activated. Enemies shall be petrified in Yggdrasil. Okay. Well, that worked out great for me. Max out daggers. Boss is almost toast. Treasure chest gives me some goodies, including some health. Good. Okay, so stay away from the worm. And yeah, I love these attack patterns on the ground. I think that's such a... I think that is such a, like, clever way of doing things. I'm taking some hits. Oh, boss is dead. Warrior has become a berserker? Alright, I guess he classed up. So that would give me, if I check show status, or no, just go over here, defense. Mine you can prevent from enemies' attacks. Stick to Frostfang for the time being. We can get another hero. So, musician, red mage, gunner. I could also reroll. Let's use a renewal seed. Get the knight? Sure. Because I think we can get other party members. These worms are extremely durable. Okay, keep going Frostfang? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm a proper Dragoon, and I've got my Dragon Summon. I like the character art. Works reasonably well. I am slightly regretting not having Bard, if only because Bard has... well, as the next boss already. Bard would give us just that much extra health and healing. I'm hoping to find some more treasure chests if I can manage it. I guess that's some health. I should remember to slap. Okay, don't hit the cactus. Cactus hurt. I might as well kill the weird Anubis looking guy. If I can't with those flying bullets. Ow. Yeah, every once in a while something just like blasts me for a ton of damage. This is just any enemy touching me in melee. That's not helpful. see, Venom Cell. No. Max out Frostfang? Yeah, unfortunately, it's randomly generating abilities. And we're not getting exactly what I'm looking for. I guess... No. Magic attack does scale. Yeah, I might not survive this one. Ow. And maybe next time we try to go for Bard build. Okay. Summon a Venom Slime. Okay, we get some meta progression. Freaking birds, man. Oh, that's my own. Yeah, I'm just gonna run away from this guy. I do tons of damage to him. But I'm also probably gonna die. Okay, every 6 tiles you move, Brave, Expert, and Sense heroes have a chance to throw javelins. Perfect. Because I think that's my entire lineup. Alright, boss is dead. Gives me some opportunities to heal back up again, which we desperately needed. Keep going Javelin, because... oh boy. We might also want to start investing really hard into anything that gives me movement speed. Is just... their name is just Anubis. Alright, fair enough. Ow! Something hit me. Man, I don't want to mess with too many of these things. Alright, max Javelin out. 2 tiles you move. I have an 80% chance to chuck javelins. Oh, baby. The boss hasn't spawned in yet, which is good. Yeah. There's the boss. Oh, something was in there hitting me. I'm just but a flimsy boy. From apparently a very flimsy family. Oh god. Okay. Go for the carnivorous seed? Sure. No, actually, let's finish the poison blobbers. There's a treasure bug. I don't know if I killed it. Nope, it's still over there. Ah, I got hit. I'll only get some meta progression. Yeah, so we were starting to get there. Wasn't perfect, though. Okay. It seems like you can actually have quite a lot of characters. Okay, so exit back to main menu. Go for upgrade, enhance. Field, hazard, damage reduction. Some of these are good. Go back. Encounter. Okay, acquire villager. So more villagers to the party per level. More heroes to the party per level. Extra chance for chests. Runestone spawn, treasure thing. Mercenary camp quests? I think I'm gonna get the one more hero to the party per level. I don't actually know what that means. And yeah, we don't care about any of these. All right, we are apparently this sweet cook girl. So I think I want to go for bigger spells. The daggers did decent damage, but they weren't hitting a lot. And their range was kind of dubious. Now, I might want to consider going hard bard. Maybe. Why is this one glowing? Crossbow. I guess it's because it's got big stats. So we have, in the current pool, from levels 1 to 15, we have daggers, crossbows, and then the 2 rune stones. I think I might want to go for this. Let's see. The wing, the hourglass. What is the wing? I don't know what the wing is, actually. Attack speed. So attack speed and move speed. Yeah, let's go for the runestones. Oh. Can we not cast it because... Oh, upon touching an enemy. That's the runestone. Okay. Not sure if I care too deeply for the fire runestone then. Because yeah, that requires me to actually bump things. I guess later on that's going to be good. I'm just going to restart this one. I don't think the fire runestone is a good starting anything. Let's see. Yeah, I'm really curious about unlocking quests, but unfortunately I need 10,000 meta currency for that, so that's going to be tricky. I still really want to play one of these games where instead of this just empty open field, I mean, do we want to go crossbow? Oh, yeah, let's go for a projectile build, in retrospect. Because if the archer gives me just an extra projectile, then if I go that direction, we might be able to go for, like, just some really interesting things. Let's see. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I like the idea of this. Yeah, this is a 2% in every stat, so sure. I kind of wish it was one of those that it actually simulated like a classic JRPG map. Like, how cool would that be if you actually had, like, okay, you know, here's Corneria, you're in the start. Wander around for a little bit, you know, find the enemy fortress, kill a boss in there, unlock more of the world. And, like, all the while the enemies are just scaling up slowly. It's just a matter of, like, your entire goal is to, you know, do the classic kill the Demon King situation. Like, it feels like you could do some really interesting stuff, both narratively and structurally. I guess I'm going to say, as silly as it sounds, level design is probably going to be the biggest thing. Okay, so we've got Frostfang and Nightwing, but I'm going to keep working on the crossbow for the time being. Okay, villager class change. Archer? Yeah, so projectile and elemental skills go up. What else do we have? So extra attack for every artifact treasure. Musician is tempting, but maybe we don't need it. Extra party HP regen. Summon some units. Problem is I don't know how summons work. So yeah, let's go Archer. Wow. Okay. Let's see. I guess I can pair this guy with the archer. But let's go with this one. Pull enemies together and use lightning strike skill. Yeah, they do cast an elemental. Okay, so... yeah, we don't really want Frostfang at all. Don't want that. Ice Runestone? Sure. That's another projectile I can work with. Oh, that's an obstacle. That's not something cool. Alright. There's another treasure chest at the very least, which is good. Stuck on a random enemy. Okay, do we go Nightwing? It is a projectile. I could go for it. We do not want the Fire Runestone at all. Yeah, we don't want either of these. So yeah, I'll snag Nightwing. It doesn't seem like the Nightwing gained an additional projectile, though. So I'll have to work on that one. Oh, boss is toast. So far, so good. And we get another hero. Let's see. Same bonus, same bonus. Musician? Yeah, I don't know how leadership skills are handled. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember the leadership skill on this hero. It's saying leadership none, so... presumably I'm going to have to wait a little bit before I can use them anyway. There we go. Should probably make sure I go out of my way to grab some of these things. It's cute. I think the only thing I wish this game had was just like passive abilities that you could stack on as well. I like the fact that these come with stat upgrades, so you're kind of incentivized to pick different ones. Okay, so we now have the hunter ability, whatever that one did. I guess it's shooting out random projectiles for me. Presumably. It's a really bad space to be. How's our MP doing? Our MP is looking fine. Yeah, I just have to make sure I don't get completely mobbed here. Because, yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been investing too much into movement speed. Oh, so we can actually get another party member in here. I want to take a look at these guys again. So, oh. Wind Runestone and Elven Quiver. I don't actually know if we have a number of those. Okay. So party attack for each artifact treasure. We have one, so that's not great. Stop enemies with freeze. Sure, let's go for Blue Mage. Okay, Carnivorous Seed. Is a cast? No. Nightwing? Nightwing. We do get the Javelin, which I think is good. Oh, maybe not. I gotta figure out what works best with each character and class. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not hitting this boss as much as I'd like to. So we do have the option. Okay, max out Nightwing, max out Nightwing. Yeah, I can press F so all of my characters focus fire in a direction, which is kind of helpful. Actually, massively helpful. Unfortunately, the boss just kind of runs total rampant. Okay, now it feels like we're actually doing some damage here. Cool. Gotta watch out for the birds. Okay, we want to hit the treasure chest. Maybe the crystal mine. Okay. This is neither. Wisdom, faith, and inspire heroes have a chance to... I think I might want to grab that just because. Ice Runestone would be nice, but yeah, I think it's whenever you defeat anything, it just fires that off. Which actually seems halfway useful at group clearing. Okay, found some meat. Oh, boss toast. Perfect. And surprisingly not dead yet. Yeah, let's just max out Divine Cross if we can. Bunch of little treasure jerks. I see. Okay, I'm just gonna let them go back to attacking whoever. We don't have the boss up, so... We're managing. It's not great. Another boss is up, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go for Divine Cross, max that out. Okay, and I've got a decent amount of meta progression at the moment. It's just a penguin with a fish in its mouth as an enemy. Why not? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to the Bard for now. That cooldown reduction is probably quite good. Okay, so we have some of this. The main thing is this does scale off of scale my projectiles. So sure. Kind of have some options. It doesn't seem like the projectile bonus is as good as I thought it would be. Unless the projectile bonus is only when they're leader. I'll have to double check that shortly. Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. So yeah, this is... when they're the leader, that's when they're getting the extra instances. Oh, I didn't die. I did die. Damn. Getting stuck in that circle sucks. Okay. How's my damage? DPS was looking kind of good there. I don't think the bonus projectiles is worth it. Maybe. I really wish it would let you go straight to the upgrade menu. It's weird, just like, try again. No, I've got things to unlock. So, we'd unlock other heroes. There's quite a lot of them. Gamer, are you kidding me? Treasures, okay. So, lightning windstone. Holy smokes, there's a lot of these. They're kind of expensive, but some of them are good. When heroes use a melee skill, a chance to strike enemies with runic magic. Oh, okay. So we should probably actually pick a couple of these up. And projectiles, yeah, that's very good. Okay, let's see if we can find some good melee skills. Clay Golem is good for a summoning build. Opening chests. Chance to get a life potion. Okay, we might want to snag that one actually. Oh, there's the runestone. Ah, but you have to be level 21 to 35 to get it. Oh, and a lot of these require you to be super high level. Let's not do that any further. Do I want to go for add more villager to the party per level? Probably. It's not going to give me power, though. I might. Yeah, the cooldown reduction is kind of tempting. I don't know. I don't know which of these is the most efficient. Okay. So what did I try this time? I mean... It seemed like our melee run maybe went a little further. I don't know. There's actually a surprising amount of enemies. I don't think Bard was really worth going for. I'll say that much. Okay, do we want to try... We should go for melee. Seeing as we just got the warrior runestone and we know that's good. Yeah, we don't have anything better, but that's okay. Yeah, unfortunately, cooldown reduction is kind of bad. Oh, I should check what my crit rate currently is next time I level up. Considering I leveled it up at least a couple times in there. Crit rate is 47. Doesn't actually say. Slightly frustrating. Like, it's all manageable. It's not that big of a deal. Wow, he got toasted quick. That's a good sign. Okay, Frostfang was nice melee. Okay. Yeah, Brave and Sense Heroes is the one to keep an eye on. Yeah, or Brave and Faith. You might also want to just look into adding more heroes. So Gunner is a sense hero, but they're not melee. Yeah, I'll do Knight this time. And let's see if we can just push her kind of hard melee skills and use that warrior rune to great effect. The warrior rune crossed with the, is this melee? That is melee. It's okay. I think I'm gonna finish the daggers if I can, since that's a big melee damage bonus. The final level of each ability usually doubles its effectiveness, which is really hard to say no to. I wonder if you can have multiple bosses simultaneously. Maybe. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be one of those that you just have to grind a fair bit of meta progression to be able to actually have a chance. And that's okay. You know, I wasn't really expecting to have an easy time here. And there's something to be said about, like, the Skinner box experience of, you know, playing a Bullet Heaven where you really have to grind to win. It does feel a little unsatisfying because, you know, there's that element of, like, well, you know, I just have to farm until I'm good enough. And, like, for some people, that can be a little frustrating. I guess it's one of those where it's like, it's a false sense of accomplishment. I want to talk about that. I mean, yeah. Okay, go Frostfang, go Frostfang. Hermit, Lancer, Adventurer. Yeah, party attack for each artifact treasure is interesting. Oh. No, we want to stick to anybody that is brave. Hermit is apparently also a brave. But we want melee. You know, I always think back to the, I don't know how many of you, I'm assuming most of you watching this video probably were at least, like, somewhat aware of the, was it Battlefront or Battlefront 2? And they were selling, like, Darth Vader for, like, $100 or something insane like that. Like, whatever it was like this extreme DLC, like, extremely egregious DLC scheme by EA to, like, try and sucker people into paying ridiculous amounts of money for, let's actually go for that, because I could actually see the Whirlwind, like, pushback Whirlwind on this guy being incredibly good. Frostfang. But they were trying to claim that, like, you know, players will feel a sense of pride and accomplishment for buying Darth Vader. Oh, but you could grind for it, but it would take like 400 hours or something of, like, in-game time with, like, no real way to go faster than that. And so that's why they were trying to justify it. It's like, no, if we make it this hard to get access to, people will feel better about it. And, like, that's kind of insane. And, like, ultimately, it's just dumb horse armor marketing speak to try and sucker people into spending ludicrous amounts of money on, you know, ludicrous amounts of money on something that ultimately they do not need, but the video game is built around the idea of kind of trying to force them to think they need it. Yeah, let's get Frostfang up. And then that's always felt kind of tacky, but it's been stuck in my head when it comes to, like, kind of anything. Even beyond the, like, spend money for X or Y thing. Let's see. Do I want to grab the Adventurer? Sure. How's this guy again? Oh, it's Brave and Sense Heroes. So actually we should have, I should pay attention to that for the next time. Okay, Divine Cross is not melee. Fire Runestone is, I just don't like it that much. I think I'm gonna go for the Venom Slime. But that whole pride and accomplishment thing does kind of make me think of meta progression in a lot of cases, where it's just like, yeah, this is actually fake progression. It's just how much time you invest in. I think there is something to be said about these games, you know, Bullet Heavens and the like, where the pride and accomplishment is a little bit more of like, well, I actually did, you know, did well, so I get more resources on this run, so I can, you know, get whatever I'm going for faster. I'm sure it was the case with Battlefronts as well. You know, win every match and you're probably going to get more currency, maybe. But I'm trying to think of, like, I've definitely played an amount of Bullet Heavens or Bullet Heaven adjacent games over the years that let's see. Bullet Heavens or Bullet Heaven adjacent games where roguelites, any kind of game with meta progression that if you're like particularly savvy or skilled, you can actually get a ton of currency. Easiest example is Rogue Legacy. You know, some of those money farming runs can really pop off in a good way. Defeating an enemy, a chance to summon a carnivorous plant. It is not melee. Yeah, it's a cast summon. Otherwise, I could go for Nightwing purely for the movement speed and cooldown reduction and stuff. Let's see if I can do better than that. Yeah, because I don't have any Wisdom, Faith, or Inspire heroes. Javelin. That is the one we want. Because that gives us a bunch of things. Okay. Somebody is just chucking treasure chests. I don't know if that's me. Okay, boss is up. Is that guy. On the plus side, I actually do a decent amount of damage in a surrounding area, like an area surrounding me. That actually puts me in kind of a nice position to fight things. Kind of. Yeah, so Brave, Expert, and Sense. So that's literally all of my guys. Ooh, that's a something. Looked like a weird fruit. Yeah, I'd been sincerely hoping I'd do enough damage that I could keep most of these guys off of me, but a number of them are getting close. It's also really hard to tell what the hell is going on. There's a lot of enemies. Okay, so do we want to go for Divine Cross? I just wanted to squeak past that rock. At least it feels like I'm doing a decent chunk of damage to the boss. Yeah, unfortunately everything is doing tons of damage to me. Okay. Well, we lived. But for how long? Even just being proximate to some of these guys is extremely dangerous. Ah. Okay. It feels like my DPS is just not there. Oh, we got options. Yeah, so this needs... If I want to do Dragoon, Mirage Shield and Gungnir. Let's just take a look at where you get those. Okay, Mirage Shield. Level 50 and onwards. Gungnir. Level 40 and onwards. Well, I don't think I'm getting there. I think we should focus on this for now. Well, more than that, let's go for Acquire Villager. More party members might be good. Yeah, there's the mercenary camp, and then there's the quest system. Unfortunately, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Okay. So I could also get row, arrowhead, or circle. I'm going to try both of those. Unfortunately, none of them make me that much stronger, which is rough. I'm sure it's one of those that, like, once you get far enough in this game, it's actually pretty easy. It's just... Okay, there we go. Formation is now circle. Beat that guy to death. There we go. It just takes some doing to get anywhere on this one. Which, like, once again, it kind of feels good. I think the big issue is just I'm so stuck in that one spot. The other thing I could potentially go for is a build that doesn't give a damn, just goes for biggest stats. Sure. Let's go for that. Because that's something I haven't been paying attention to. Or at least not trying for. I was trying to go for, like, specific builds and things. But yeah, what if I was just like, alright, barring everything, let's go for this one, go for whatever stat I can. And yeah, there's no way to increase my base stats. The upgrades just gave me a flat bonus at the start. Well, barring everything, I guess I'm just snagging that. I don't know what that fruit is. What? Why do I have a fruit? Oh, no, never mind. That's the reroll. There we go. I mean, might as well just keep going dagger. But I should definitely keep an eye out for stat bonuses. You will lose. You're not wrong. Oh, party member. It did feel like the warrior was good. Okay, get Frostfang again. Okay, so what are some sense heroes? There's the Gunner. Adventurer, Musician. Let's see. Oh, Hermit is a faith hero. Eh. Yeah, I guess I'll just get the Lancer. I mean, ideally we get all of them, is the answer. Again. I know I'm kind of one-trick ponying myself, but, like, I'm trying. I'm curious about the encounter extra in, like, extra villagers thing. Okay, already know about that. The one problem is, guy doesn't wanna stand and fight, which is tricky. Okay, do we just keep leveling this up? Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at stats. I'm a fool. Though there is some question of, like, is 2% extra damage really worth going out of my way for? I guess one thing I could do is just have, like, oodles of abilities, period. It's one of everything. But these guys are kind of tanky, so it's hard to say. Alright, pop that open. Yeah, unfortunately, stuff like treasure chests, I really wish they would drop, like, small accessories or stat bonuses or something. The fact that it's always just gold and crystals is a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, I might as well just max it out. Okay, so now we've got our Berserker. Go for Frostfang. I mean, might as well go for Gunner. They're not really what I want, but they still fit. I'm curious about this whole encounter villager thing, because I don't know when that's supposed to happen. I actually really like the little character illustrations for this. They're cute. I gotta teach myself how to draw chibis well, because I feel like I could actually do some interesting things with, like, tabletop RPGs and whatever with chibis. Probably. Okay. Yeah, the lead guy's ability with the axe whirlwind is really good. Like, that procs often. Oh, I'm still picking abilities based off of abilities rather than stats. Because I think the big killer for me is cooldown. And so if I could actually boost my cooldown reduction so that I'm firing my abilities like twice as fast, that might actually be better. Well, next time we level up. Okay, I would like to grab that, but when heroes use a melee skill, chance to strike enemies with runic magic. I don't know what that chance is. Ow, everything hurts. Wow, we just got toasted. That was just bad. Alright. Well, that didn't work. Let's see if I can upgrade movement speed. No, of course not. Well, I could go for health regen. But let's give ourselves a 10% damage buff. There's like nothing in options. Like, did I chuck myself on mean mode? The answer is no. Alright, one more and then I think we're done. So, I like where this game is going. It has a lot of interesting ideas. I think its biggest problem mostly boils down to getting anywhere initially. It sucks. Like, once you can get past, I'd say... Once you can get past that boss with the 20 times health bar, I think that's when the game opens up and becomes a lot easier. We were actually doing a lot better, maybe, if I go for... crossbow. Ah, shoot. I should have upgraded the gotten the projectile upgrade. But yeah, let's go for the crossbow. Let's go for the Archer Ranger build again. And see if I can just push that, probably. But yeah, it's like once you get over that hump, once you get over that like initial grind wall, I think this game's gonna feel considerably better. It's just that initial bit is rough. And I mean, that's fine. Not every game needs to be, or not every roguelike needs to be like immediately accessible or give you tons and tons of resources. I think it's just one of those where it's like, I'm feeling that struggle. And that is a good bad thing. Good because it means I have something to work for. Good because it feels like I'm going to be able to actually really rock runs once I start getting over some of these limitations. It's not like I've missed a mechanic, right? I hope not. The other thing I could consider is like, yeah, pumping defense stats or something. I haven't done that up until now. Did I increase my melee damage and then immediately go on a range damage run? I did. I'm a fool. Whatever. I was just staring at the initial offerings. I think part of it is because of all of the initial abilities, it's mostly projectiles. Let's go for Wing Knight. Blue Mage. So who do I want to be? Like, I could try the Sage. Or the Red Knight. Or we stick to Archer. I think we stick to Archer. That bonus projectile is probably quite good. Even if obviously we don't have it yet. Okay. Unfortunately, dude moves. Like, I have to really lead my shots to get my attacks to hit him. Which is kind of a nuisance. And that's okay. Grab that, get another reroll. Unfortunately, standing still is extremely dangerous. So I shouldn't do it. Fire Runestone. Not happy about that. It is elemental. We just need those stats. And also we bump into a couple of enemies. Yeah, it's that old man. That old man must have been making the stronger enemies stronger, maybe. Ow. Don't know what was stopping me from going up. Okay, how's the boss looking? Boss is looking kind of damaged. Like, mostly down to its final health bar. Just because. Yeah, I think the big issue mostly boils down to I'm looking for stuff like evolutions and whatnot. Oh, final upgrade on crossbow boosted up to a ton of damage. That explains some things. Let's see. What was I going to say with any of these things? I don't know. Ice Runestone. Good for, oh, probably the Blue Mage. Sure. I mean, once again, we also want that specific set of stats. Ow. Okay, we do have the hunter upgrade. There's the next boss. Yeah, I just don't want this guy to, like, surround me, per se. Okay. Yeah, so if I go for the top, that gives us movement speed, attack speed, and cooldown reduction, all of which are actually quite good. Considering one of my biggest limitations often is just the fact that I'm too dang slow and enemies can surround me, and I can do nothing about it. There we go. But yeah, I wish the treasure chest... Ow! I wish the treasure chest had more stuff in it that would... Yeah, carnivorous seed. It'd be interesting if I wanted to go for like a really hard summon build, maybe. Unfortunately, I think I'd need to unlock a number of classes and other things. Okay, elemental. Sure. Run away from him. Everything is spooky. I barely hurt the boss. Oh, that's a lot of enemies coming my direction. And I mean, actually, Javelin is not terrible. As silly as that sounds, we actually have a number of guys that scale off of Javelin, and hopefully we get more Javelin as a result of the class I'm playing. Okay, that was some much-needed health. Yeah, I'm struggling on this guy. You'd think I'd at least get to the point where this isn't a problem, but eh. Yeah, just every once in a while there's like a sneaky enemy that hides in my group and ruins me. Because I can't get past them either. I have no knockback, is why I was going for that warrior group. Okay, every 2 tiles, have a 80% chance to throw javelins for 350 damage. That should be very good, I hope. Also, I want to invest into movement speed if I can. So I can move as many tiles as possible. Short period of time. Okay, boss is toast. We get some health. Good. Okay, daggers give me even more. Yeah. And we're immediately on to the next boss because we took too long. Oh, this boss is tricky. I mean, they all are. Okay, Warrior's Rune Spell. Why would they do that? We just don't have melee skills. I just want to squeak by. But even being proximate to an enemy knocks you back. Oh, I am in trouble. And unfortunately, once you get up to this stage, unless you can do, like, oodles of damage to take everything out. Good freaking luck. Yeah, we just don't have enough oomph. Okay, who's our next lad? Okay. Villager is now a musician, but they don't have their ability yet. Okay, welcome to Heck. Because yeah, if I can't kill these guys, I just get clobbered. Wow. I mean, kind of knew that was going to happen. That's what always kills me here. I think I've survived that exactly once. And so be it. Yeah, damage per second was like consistently good there, just was not enough. It does feel like Divine Cross could be good to try and build for like a Divine Cross slash. There's no overlap. No, it's fine. Anyway, I think the big one is mostly just I think I need to invest harder into DPS stats. That, well, okay, hold up. The one thing I haven't thought about, drop rate gem. That might also be it. I haven't been investing in meta progression. I still think I want to be able to go further more than anything else. Oh boy. Well, considering I think I'd do better if I go hard melee, start investing in melee, not that it's going to matter. This video is about to end. But either way, I think it is a charming little bullet heaven. It takes a lot of work to actually be able to get anywhere build-wise and meta progression, but like, keep pushing for it, you'll get there. I saw some reviews talking about how like magic versus melee, you know, that there was something about like gear and equipment scaling that made melee better than magic. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they've actually managed to rebalance this quite well. Yeah, they've added, let's see, what was this? They had actually updated this game kind of recently, a couple weeks ago, adding, oh no, about a month ago, adding a couple of different game modes, and then also new mode Gatekeeper. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, I guess you have to just hang out and, oh, your heroes are separated and doing their own thing. Well, that's kind of fun. I think the big one that I both like and dislike about this is just that there's so much to grind for, and boy, like maxing everything out is probably going to take a while, but feel very good. It's just getting past that takes a while. I think the one thing to note is actually maxing these two out might not be a bad idea, because I think that just means that you get new heroes and villagers faster to fill out your whole party. So it might not give you extra abilities, but it gives you more just like random attacks flying out, and more things to proc off of too, which is kind of neat. I know a lot of these are probably going to be quite good once I can afford them. I wanted to unlock quests, but I would have really had to save for that, and that just wouldn't be worth it. And then also, yeah, we have a whole bunch of heroes we haven't messed around with. The Brawler, the Scout. And yeah, these aren't that expensive, just gonna take a while. And yeah, more of these are melee focused. Cleric probably is actually quite good. I should have maybe thought about that one. Singer, Illustrator. Well, that's fun. Cat, Trainer. You can just have a cat. An ordinary cat. Nothing to say. Cat claws and scratches are painful, you know? That's fun. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess with all of that said, I might as well mention that Seed of Heroes is available on Steam now. It's not the cheapest bullet heaven out there. I think they might have been reaching a little bit with it. It's $15, which is higher than a lot of other bullet heavens I'll recommend. However, I mean, if you want to max it out, you're definitely going to get your money's worth. It's just going to take a while. But luckily it is on sale as part of the Steam summer sale. So if you do want to pick it up, well, it's cheaper. I think it's down to $12 at the moment. Follow the link in the description below. But with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.